Isn't this fun? To me, makeup is magic. Hi everyone, it's me, Rochelle from Sephora Squad, and today I'm here at the studio to show you my drag brow routine. If my brows are not complete, forget it. Let's get started. My complexion is already done. I covered my brows, but now we're gonna set them. I'm gonna use a Laura Mercier translucent loose setting powder, and I'll use a puff to set them out. Just like so. And we're gonna press them, because everything is about texture. We want those brows to look like real skin. So I'm going ahead with my powder brush, the number 59 from Sephora, and take that excess off. And this is the way that we create a long-lasting brow coverage with a very soft texture to it. So now I'm gonna start drawing my brows up. I'm gonna use this Makeup by Mario Master Matte eyeshadow palette. I always like to keep it like an ombre finish, ombre look, starting lighter to darker. So let's get into this. And I'm gonna use the Sephora collection number 20 brow brush. So I always take the size on my bone over here because I'm gonna try to make it like even. And I start on my same beginning on my brow with that light color. And what am I doing is just like mapping the brow. So it's getting darker little by little. And I try to do both sides at the same time, because that's the only way we're gonna get even high on both brows. And it's about going far away and get back to it. And something good about using the lighter color is that if you make any mistake, it's easier to fix. And there's no rules in makeup. You can make it thicker or you can make it thinner. On my taste, I like to make it a little bit thinner because that gives me that feminine looking that I'm going for the drag makeup. And then this is about layering as well. So as long as you keep applying the color, you're gonna see it more intense and more defined. So I started doing makeup after I learned it from my makeup artist 15 years ago, back in Puerto Rico when I was starting doing drag. I thought it was the hardest thing to do because makeup is like super dramatic for drag. And then my makeup artist sadly got an accident. So I needed to learn how to do makeup. And then it was challenging at the beginning, but then little by little with the practice and then working for Sephora after 8 years almost, I started like working on faces and playing with clients and like finding shapes and like knowing the products in depth. I got better and better and keep practicing. So right after adding the lighter shade, I'm gonna get the medium shade. I like to keep it warmer instead of like being that cooler. It's up to your preference, but on me, I like to make it more natural on the shape because they're gonna be anyways very dramatic. And I keep it till the highest point of my eye at the center because that's the way that I'm creating the arch. So yeah, we're gonna add a little bit of drama on this brow because Rochelle is very dramatic. And it's also the concept of my drag. My drag is very like, it's very Latina, but it's also very burlesque. I always say like she comes from a TV show, from a drama TV show. Like she's an actress on her mind. And even when I apply a lot of makeup, I look like a very polished woman. And that's something that I like for makeup, at least to me, when I do my drag makeup, because like this is the way that I can give a cute homage to the woman. I do drag because of women. I have always been very inspired by women, especially the women of my life, my grandma, my mom. So this is a little tribute that I do to women. Right here, I'm making sure they are same height with that medium color. They may be a little uneven at the bottom side, but we're gonna shape them out with another item. And then on me, I like them to be very high, far from my eye. And that way I can create my whole eye makeup over them and make it very dramatic like Rochelle. So now I'm gonna draw the outer part of my brow. I'm gonna define it more. And I'm gonna cover my facelift tapes. I use facelift tapes because that makes me look more fierce. It opens up my eye a little more. I get more space to do my drag makeup, my drag eyebrows. I'm gonna use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Cosmetics Deep Brow Pomade in the color Soft Brown. So for this, I'm using the same brush, the Sephora Collection Brow Brush, the number 20. And I start at the center of my brow, taking it higher to create that arch, the dramatic arch. And then after applying the right amount of the product, I take it all the way to the end. And then to blend it, at the beginning, I use the remaining on the brush without taking more. Just with that leftover. And again, don't be worried about it at the bottom part, because that's gonna be snatched with that concealer that we're gonna use later. Ooh, she's coming. This is my favorite part though. When I add this color and I start noticing that full transition. And again, blending the darker color with the leftover. What I like from this item is that it's waterproof. So I like this because it's good for performing. It makes my makeup last super long. It holds everything, my sweating, my oiliness. Ooh, I think she's coming together. So I'm gonna go back to the Makeup by Mario palette and use a medium shade just to merge them together and get softer on that ombre look that I'm going for. Just in between the colors to merge them together. And every time we're gonna go for blending, we don't do that much of a pressure. And that way, we're gonna go softer on the application to get that softer finish. So now, to be a little bit more dramatic, but realistic at the same time, I'm gonna use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pen. This is also the color Soft Brown, to create little hairs at the beginning, and then blend them with the darker color at the end. I like to start close to my nose and going upwards. Oh wow, she's coming together. But now is where magic really happens. I'm gonna use the NARS concealer to shape them out, to clean everything down here, and give me that lifting and that feminine and dramatic look that I'm going for. So I'm gonna use the color Custard with the eyeshadow brush from Sephora collection as well. I'm the number 15. And I start dabbing it, because it's a different on the application when you dab it to when you swipe it. If you swipe it, you take it out. If you dab it, you add that pigment to it. So you're gonna make sure the center of your eye is the highest point to get that lifting. Something good about doing this is like you're using the same concealer for the eye makeup. So everything goes together on texture. Oh yes. Isn't this crazy? The before and after. So you can always use your fingers to blend the edges. So now that my brows are already done, I'm gonna set that concealer up with the Laura Mercier translucent powder. And I'm gonna do little touches over that concealer. This is a shadow brush from Sephora collection. The number is number 15. So this is type of a soft matte finish. And that is helping me disappear a little bit more my actual hair on my brow. So doing this setting always helps me to keep everything in place for longer, helping me on the texture of my actual natural hair. So now that my brows are already snatched and cute and perfect, I'm gonna go ahead and do my whole drama, more drama to finish my whole makeup. So see you later. So that's it. Good drag is not complete without snatch brow. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this. Nos vemos en la próxima. ¡Mua! Bye.